Hello and welcome to the favorites video. These are all things from this past year, 2025, that I absolutely love. And the video that I'm going to be filming after this one is me reacting to my 2024 favorites. And we'll see if things that I say right now are going to be on the list from last year. But this is part one of me just saying exactly what 2025 favorites are without even thinking about last year's video. We are going to start in the beauty category. Now, I am probably the average beauty person. Like, I wear a very minimal amount of makeup. I want my hair to look somewhat nice, you know, just very average. Starting with my face wash, I have been using this for years, and every time I switch to something else, my face is like, no. My face wants this and this alone. It is the Soap & Glory Vitamin C Facial Wash. I feel like the light is just not letting you actually read the label. But this is tried and true. I couldn't even tell you how many bottles of this I've gone through. One of these lasts me about half the year, and I wash my face once or twice a day. Love her. Do I know? I am not a chemist. Do I know anything about the ingredients in here? No, but I do know how my face feels, and my face likes this. Along the same lines as that, right now I'm enjoying the CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion. It's a pretty basic lotion, and that's what I need, because sometimes things get me a little too greasy. Sometimes things don't feel moisturizing enough. This is the perfect in-between. For my hair, if you were not around for the hair saga that I believe was either early this year or late last year, I was losing a lot of hair. And it could have been postpartum, because I had been, I don't know, about a year postpartum when I figured all of this out. Could have been from that. But also, I did Google the shampoo that I was using, which was, what was it? I'm so blanking on the shampoo that I was using. I Googled that shampoo, and it seemed like people were having a similar issue where it was making their hair fall out. So, stopped using that shampoo, and I saw somebody else recommend the Dove Intensive Repair shampoo and conditioner, and I've been using it ever since. This is the only shampoo that I've used all year, except for, you know, the random times when maybe I was at my friend's house and I had to try their shampoo or whatever. This is the best thing that I did for my hair, and I'm almost kind of nervous to try anything else. I may try things that are still in the Dove line. Let me know your thoughts if you also like this shampoo and conditioner. What other products have you tried that work really good for your hair? Because I just feel like this absolutely saved my hair. It immediately stopped falling out as soon as I started using it that exact day. I felt like I was losing the amount of hair that you're supposed to lose in the shower, you know, just a little bit, not giant clumps. And now I don't have to clean my shower drain as often because I'm not losing as much hair. Love these. Along the same lines of hair, I broke the pump on this forever ago, so I have been just pulling out the straw and just letting it drip onto my hand and then using that in my hair. But I have been loving this hair oil all year. I'm sorry, it's disgusting. I got hairs all over this. I just grabbed things from my bathroom and I just came here and needed to start doing this. I am short on time. I may have to split up filming this in half. Anyways, when my hair is frizzy, this is what I use. I just grab a little bit, I put it on the ends of my hair, and then I brush through it, which I'll talk about my brush now, as long as I'm talking about it. This is my favorite hairbrush. Again, sorry, there's hair on it. It is what it is, but this is meant for the shower. I use it outside the shower too. I also have wet brushes that are just the regular paddle brushes that you would usually use, but this is my absolute favorite. I broke this at the beginning of the year after years of having it, and I repurchased it. So if that doesn't tell you if I love this, I love this. I love this wet brush. It has a little hook here, so you can just hook it on your shower curtain, and it can get all wet. That is the main thing that I like about this one, is that it doesn't have that fabric in there. I always felt like my hair was making that fabric get moldy. With this, so much easier to just clean it super quick. And I'll brush my hair after a workout when it's all sweaty and stuff, and then I'll just bring it in the shower with me and just wash it, so then the sweat's not on there anymore. So this is my favorite. Moving on to makeup, I generally wear 3 products: blush, mascara, some eyebrow stuff. I don't know if I put the eyebrow stuff in here, but it should be on there since I've been using it for absolutely years. The e.l.f. Instant Brow, I think. I'll pop a picture of it right here because I don't think I grabbed it. I've used that every day since I started doing brows in like 2016. So love that one. And this e.l.f. blush is my favorite. It's in the color Dusty Rose. It took me forever to find a blush color that I really liked. I like this one. I may try out a more reddy one here pretty soon, but this one feels the most natural to me. And it's very easy to use and easy to not overdo or to overdo if you want to overdo it. I know some people love just super blushing. And to take off my makeup, I've used the Pond's Cold Cream forever. So I use this, add in some water, wash up my face, and then I use a makeup removing towel. I just got a bunch of these off of Amazon. I think you could look up literally any makeup removing towel and it'll work just fine for you, but I will link whatever I can down below if you're interested in buying these for yourself or as gifts. These save so much money because you just wash up your face, take off your makeup, throw it in the wash, and then it's clean. So I love these. I don't know if this is the standard. I stopped watching beauty YouTubers forever ago, so I don't know if this is the standard nowadays to use this. And I'm not sure if people are still using micellar water. I know that was really big, but I prefer the cream over micellar water. I feel like the micellar water does not break down my makeup as much. I like wearing waterproof eyelashes, no, waterproof mascara every day because you never know when I'm gonna tear up because of emotions or allergies. I just like that extra protection there. This year I discovered overnight curls. I believe this is the Goody one. I just picked one up from Walmart because I was like, I want to try this, but I don't want to really invest in it. I think this was maybe $10, $15 and it works great. I use it every once in a while. I don't use it absolutely every single day, but if I want my hair to look nice the next day, this is what I do. And also for hair, the hair accessories that I've been loving are these elastics. They almost feel like tights, like nylon tights. So I think they might be nylon. I don't know. I didn't do my research. I love these. They don't feel like they pull at my hair. They look like the regular hair elastics that I grew up with, but they feel a lot healthier for my hair. So I love these. I just keep them on a little carabiner, and so they're all together. I usually just wear one at a time until it breaks, but I haven't had one break yet. I'm more likely to lose it. I got a bunch of bandanas from Walmart that I like to wear. I'll wear them like this as like a headband kind of thing, or I'll wear them the classic bandana way. I'm just showing you super quick. I would actually put it on, but are really cute to add to outfits, especially in the summer. I feel like in the winter I don't do it as much, but love those. I don't know how often I'm gonna say I love something. Probably pretty often. And then for days when my hair is greasy, I have two hat options. Both are denim. Something about the denim hat, it just feels like it pulls together an outfit a little more than any other kind of hat that I have. This is a regular denim hat that I got from Walmart. Normal hat. This denim hat has the netting in the back and it has a spot for my ponytails. So when I want my hair up with a hat, I use this one. Down with a hat, I use this one. Sorry, my child is yelling. And I will have to take a little bit of a break now because my kid's gonna be getting off the bus. So I will be back in just a moment. I don't know why I'm announcing this because in this next clip, you're going to see me sitting here once again. Okay, I've returned. Let's talk about tech. These are my earbuds that I got from Target. I'm not sure, but they are the JLab minis. I use these actually every day. I wear them to bed. Probably not healthy. I'm obsessed with these and I'm actually surprised I haven't lost these. And I've also dunked these in water several times because I wear them while I'm washing my face, and sometimes I'll even wear them in the shower a little bit. I'm obsessed with these. I wear them all the time, and I will say I am not a music snob. I don't know like specifics about the sound, but I can understand what is being said in my headphones, and that is all I really need because all I really watch is YouTube and I listen to podcasts. Every once in a while I'll listen to music, but honestly, if I'm listening to music, usually I'm in my car. So not very often that I'm listening to music in my earbuds. Next is my iPad. This is my iPad case. I love this because it looks like I'm just carrying a notebook with me, and I don't know, I like it feeling like it's not technology, even though it is. This is what it looks like on the inside. I have my Apple Pencil over here, which is also another favorite of mine. I feel like you need the Apple Pencil. I tried to knock off Apple Pencil last year when I was having issues connecting this one for some reason to my iPad, and then suddenly it started working. But there were a few months there that I had to use an off-brand Apple Pencil, and it was awful for what I wanted to use it for, which is drawing in Procreate. I think if you want to just write things down, it's fine. The off-brand will do that. But if you are looking to draw on your iPad, definitely just get the Apple Pencil. I guess I didn't talk too much about the iPad. I kind of went off about the Apple Pencil thing. My iPad, I use most days. I put it up on the wall over here. You can't see, but I put it up on the wall and I use it as a TV while I'm on my treadmill. I also use this to make every single thumbnail that I have on my channel using Procreate. And sometimes it just feels good to scroll on a big screen. So sometimes I'm on Pinterest or Instagram, although honestly, Instagram's not great on this iPad. This is an old iPad. I'm sorry for my children yelling in the background, but they're having fun. The next thing on my list is a Chromecast. I have it connected to my TV in here and my TV in my bedroom because both TVs are very old and they are not smart TVs, but I want them to act like smart TVs. So I have the Chromecast that's in here actually is really, really old, like 2015, 2016 old. The one in our bedroom, that one has a remote with it. That one is a little bit more updated. I believe I got that in 2021, 2022-ish. Let me Google real quick if they still make Chromecasts, because I have a feeling with the rise of smart TVs, they're just not as readily available, but they are a great option if you have an older TV. All right, here is the first result when I asked about if they're still making Chromecasts. It says, no, Google has officially discontinued manufacturing Chromecast devices, though existing models will be sold until current stock runs out. Google is replacing the Chromecast line with a new, more expensive set-top box called Google TV Streamer, which it has confirmed will take place in the market. They announced that in August 2024, so I'm a little behind. I am curious. I'm going to click this link to Google TV Streamer. What is that? So looking at Google TV Streamer, this might be a good option if you're looking to buy something. I don't know because I don't have this, but it looks very similar to the Chromecast. It's just a little more annoying because it sits on a table rather than it just being plugged into your TV, but I'm sure it's fine. I wonder what the reviews say. On Best Buy, it has a 4.5 rating with 454 reviews, so it might be a good option. Let me know if you've tried that down below. Next is my tripod. I use this every single day. I like that it's a tripod and you can bring it down to be more like a selfie stick kind of thing. So sometimes I'm walking and just holding it. It's really good because I don't have a camera yet. I don't know if it would work with a camera. I guess it depends on the camera, so maybe, but it works great with my phone. It came with a remote. I don't know where the remote is. I lost it forever ago, but I never really used it anyways. It's a very good tripod. It hasn't broken yet. It has pinched me a couple of times, the little opening part. So be careful with that if you decide to buy it. Now let's talk about apps. I already talked about Procreate, so obviously that is one of my absolute favorite apps to use. I use it to draw just for fun. I use it to make my thumbnails. MyNetDiary is what I use when I want to track my calories. It's nicer the more you use it because I like to add in my own recipes. It knows what foods I eat often, and it's a lot quicker to use once you have your information in it. And also, MyNetDiary is a free app for the most part. I think you can pay for a premium version, but the free version has everything that you need for it to be a good basic calorie tracker. I don't like the apps that make you pay for the scanner. I think that's dumb. That is my favorite part about it, is that the scanner is free. I can scan barcodes on different foods and it just pops right on up. For most of them. Every once in a while I have come across a thing that doesn't pop up, but for the most part, things pop up if you scan the barcode. Finch, I love Finch. I use it every single day. I don't even know what streak I'm on at this point, but I think I've used it almost a year now, every single day. It's my to-do list. It's my motivation to get things done. I love that it's a little game. I feel like I have now accumulated enough things to make a really cute little bird house for my bird and to dress up my bird in all the different outfits. But still, even though I have so many things for my bird, I still like going into the app and checking things off. It's just a more fun to-do list. It's also marketed as a self-care app, so you can track your emotions, you can use it to journal and stuff. I haven't really used that too much, but I feel like that could be very helpful to a lot of people. Core is Chloe Ting's app. I have talked about this app several times as I've done the 2-week shred challenge, and what was the other challenge that I did? Oh, it wasn't that long ago. I don't remember what it was, but I love using Chloe Ting's app when I feel like I want to do some kind of a fitness challenge. Yes, it's all her videos, so if you don't like her workouts, maybe it's not for you, but I do enjoy Chloe Ting workouts. Every once in a while, I love to do those challenges. And again, the free version of this app has so much good stuff to it. A lot of these things you would usually pay for in a fitness app. And guess what my final app is? It's YouTube. I love YouTube. I love making YouTube videos. I spend all day listening to YouTube videos, watching YouTube videos. When I am on the treadmill, literally most times I'm watching a YouTube video. And because YouTube is my favorite app, I do have a bunch of favorite YouTubers, so I thought I'd make a whole section about YouTubers. And this year, I think I'm just gonna focus on the YouTubers that I love to use for exercise and the YouTubers that I love to use for motivation. So YouTubers that I love following along to their workouts are, of course, Kaleigh Cohen Strength. If you've spent half a second on my channel, you know I love Kaleigh Cohen Strength. I do her strength workouts probably most of the week during my strength training days. They're easy to do at home with just some dumbbells, and it's nice that Kaleigh she talks about form. So if you're a beginner to lifting, she's great for that. She is the first strength training channel that I watched, and I felt like when she explained things just made sense. I also love that throughout the workouts, she does talk to you. This isn't for everybody. I know some people would rather just plug in their own music and listen to that. I love listening to people talk, so I love that she talks throughout pretty much the whole workout, even when the workout is killing her. She's just my favorite, and I will be really sad if she ever stops making strength videos. If Kaleigh ever sees this, please continue just for me. MK Fit, I love her too. MK Fit is my go-to for cardio days. She does dancing videos mostly, but sometimes these dancing videos are strength-based. So sometimes they have little dumbbells in them. Sometimes these are Pilates dancing. I love that her channel, it just mixes it up. It's like a similar vibe to every video, but very different in each video. One of my favorites is her strength video, the 2000s full body tone. That one is so good. And when she says use light weights, just believe her. Just use the light weights. I love that all of her videos are to real music that you've heard in real life rather than the copyright-free music. I feel like not too many YouTubers do this. I think MadFit does it too, but I feel like not too many. Unless you have a favorite, please let me know. My next favorite is kind of a newer favorite. This is Madeline Rascon. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. I love watching her shorts on YouTube. There's a lot of recipes, fitness motivation, and she also has these same as long form videos on her YouTube channel. And her workouts, they're more challenging. So I don't do her workouts super often because I would die. When I do really want the challenge, she is the one that I go to. So if I feel like my whole week has been kind of easy, I want to hurt myself with Madeline's workouts. And she also is just a fun personality. She kind of just doesn't care. You have to see her videos to kind of understand her personality, but she definitely is a character. So now YouTubers that I use more for motivation. I feel like a lot of this is what has kept me on my weight loss journey, is just changing who I watch. And the first one is Madeline again. She has a lot of great motivation. Next is Jennifer Madison. She has done 75 Hard twice at this point now. I wouldn't be surprised if she's doing a third one by the time I post this video. She is on her own weight loss journey. I think we started out at similar weights and she's far surpassed me because she just has such a great mindset. She's very focused on achieving her goals, and you can tell that it's really important for her to have a well-rounded life in general. So in career, in fitness, in health. So she's a very positive person for me to follow and to just look up to. Morgan Green is probably one of the first healthy lifestyle YouTubers that I started watching maybe a year or two ago. There's this thing where as soon as I start watching a Wisconsin YouTuber, as a Wisconsinite, as soon as I start that, they move away. And I know I've brought this up before because every time I talk about Morgan and Samantha Joe, this is what I bring up. I started watching them and they immediately left the state. I just think it's funny. Anyways, Morgan Green, she vlogs and shows her healthy lifestyle, and she's on her own journey as well. I love watching people that are on their own journey, although I feel like she's a lot farther in her journey than a lot of people that I watch. I feel like she's pretty well educated. Some people I watch are people that have like degrees in fitness and health, and some people I watch are on a journey. She's somewhere in between where like she didn't go to school for fitness or anything, but I think she has taken some classes on fitness and health and nutrition. She's just a great motivation to keep going, and I guess that's kind of the theme with all of these YouTubers. Savannah Wright, I started watching, or I guess listening. I listened to her podcast, oh gosh, Hitting the Bars with Keltie. I don't think I put Keltie on my list, but Keltie, I love Keltie O'Connor also. But Savannah, similar to Morgan, makes her own healthy lifestyle vlog. She doesn't post as often currently, but I'm starting to see her shift back into YouTube. So I'm kind of fingers crossed she comes back full force. I'm also just very curious about her life because she lives on an island, which is just completely different from my life. I hope she shows a little bit more of that. And Will Tennyson, I avoided watching him for the longest time because he kind of just looked like a gym bro. The first time that he popped up in my recommendations, sorry, I've been talking for a long time. First time he popped up for me, I saw he was in a bodybuilding competition and I was just like, that's just a gym bro. But then I watched a couple of his videos because he does a lot of fitness challenges. I like watching fitness challenges every once in a while. And he's got some good ones and he's actually really funny, and I subscribed and I love him. I think he's great. That's the end of my YouTubers. So that's a good segue into all of the things that I use for my weight loss journey. If you are brand new to my channel, most of my channel is about my weight loss journey. I started at about 250 pounds. Currently, I'm stalling a little bit, but we're working on it. I've lost 70 pounds now, something like that. And these are my favorite things that I used this year. I know there's probably going to be a lot of repeats from last year because I haven't upgraded too much, but still worth mentioning. First thing is my scale. This is the Renpho Scale. I honestly don't put too much into the extra stats that they give you. I just love that this goes from the scale onto my phone and I can see all of my trends without having to manually track every single day. I do weigh myself every single day. Some people that isn't good for. Me, it is good for. I like to see the trends. So what I would say is this is a favorite because it goes onto the phone, but I do think there are probably a lot of other scales that would do exactly what this does. So yes, a favorite, but a light favorite. Does that make sense? Then of course my dumbbells and my dumbbell rack. I use this like 3 times a week when I do my strength training. I've gathered my dumbbells from many different places, but I prefer the more rubbery ones just in case I want to put them on the floor and I don't want to scratch up my floor. The dumbbell rack I got from Amazon. It's a great space saver. I will definitely be purchasing another one when this one completely fills up, but I do have 2 more spots to fill. My treadmill that I got for free from a family member. If you're looking for a treadmill, you should really start by talking to friends and family, checking out Marketplace. Get a used treadmill because you can get a really good deal on that. I know some people love the walking pads, but I love a deal, and those walking pads are still very expensive on Facebook Marketplace for some reason. I love my treadmill for doing walks. Every once in a while, I get in a running mood. I love that I'm able to use it for running too. I'm not sure if walking pads get fast enough for you to use it for running. Let me know if you have experience with that. For me, I feel like the treadmill is very necessary in my weight loss journey because it's such an easy thing to add into my day. I'm just like, ugh, I'm short on steps. I need to walk, but I can't leave my house. Treadmill. I have some energy, but not a ton. Treadmill walk. My yoga mat, a really thick one that I got from Amazon. I have tried so many yoga mats in the past, and I just feel like I like the extra cushion. Is it great for yoga? Probably not, because it's so thick. It also is kind of difficult for me to do dancing on, because when I'm moving fast, it's slipping around everywhere. So if you're looking for something a little bit more grippy, this is not the one to get. I may be purchasing another yoga mat specifically for when I'm doing more dance workouts. But I love this one for when I'm doing strength training, when I'm laying on the floor doing the chest press. And I sound like I don't know what I'm talking about, and mostly I don't, but I do a little bit. So if you're looking for just a thicker one and you don't care about it sliding around, this is a good one. This year I also purchased some resistance bands. I love adding these into especially lower body day. I started by buying these from Walmart. They're just, I don't even know if I have a brand on here. I'm not sure, but they're just rubber. They didn't have them labeled, so I labeled them in marker for what they were. They came with like a little card, and I'm not going to reference the card every time I grab these, but I bought these and they slip down so much on my legs. So I never use these on my legs, but I will use them if I want to do an arm thing, because I feel like these are a lot heavier than the ones that I bought. So I like these for that, but I barely ever use these. These are the ones that I use a ton because they do not roll. They are very comfortable. They are Peach bands. I got them on Amazon. They come in light, medium, and heavy. Medium I've used the most. You can see that this ripped. That happened very quickly after I bought them, but it hasn't done anything for the performance of it, so I don't really care. At some point I should just rip it off, because I don't know, but then I'll have to write down medium on here just so I know. But it's pretty easy to remember which one's light, medium, and heavy, because light is the light colored one, medium is the medium colored one, and heavy is the dark one. That was genius on whoever designed that, actually. And my last favorite is my Fitbit Versa 4. I love looking at stats. I don't want to pay a ton for a fitness tracker, so Fitbit Versa 4. I did buy this year. Last year I had the Versa 2, and that one lasted years. So I felt good purchasing another Fitbit. So far, so good. It is very similar to my Versa 2, but just slightly different. So I'm happy with that. It tracks your exercise, it tracks your steps, it tracks your calories burned throughout the day. Although I have read that you should not take that stat to heart 100%. Like, it says I've burned 1,700 calories for today. I doubt that number is even close to being correct, but it's an estimate. It tells you your heart rate, it gives you sleep stats. There's a lot to Fitbit. So if you're looking into a fitness tracker, number one, decide what you want out of a fitness tracker. If it is mainly just to count steps, just get a cheap one off of Amazon. My husband has one for like $20, counts his steps, perfectly fine. He doesn't care about any of the other stats. If you want a little bit more, go for the Fitbit. If you want something super advanced, I'm not over there. So check out, I know Keltie actually has a video on a bunch of different fitness trackers. I'll link that below. And if I don't link that below, please remind me to link that. It's a great video. She tried a bunch of different fitness trackers, and it can help you decide which one is for you. If you're wondering about my favorite snacks and foods that I've used throughout my weight loss journey, I'm gonna do a whole separate video on that. Right after I wrap up this video, I am going to go and react to last year's favorites video, and we'll see how much overlap there is. So check that out after this. I may have even forgotten some of my favorites that I really, really liked that I said last year. I just completely forgot to put into this video. So I will see you on that video. And thank you for joining me on this one. Bye!